Just about a year ago, in my inaugural speech, I announced my six-point economic plan that would help advance Montgomery County's economic competitiveness and better position our community for the future. Shortly afterwards, I also decided to restructure our economic development functions to better adapt to changing economic market conditions. My goal was to change how we can better attract and retain businesses and how we can better align businesses' needs with workforce development. Thanks to the hard work and support of a number of people and organizations, we have made great strides on these and several other major important initiatives. As county executive, I've always been proud of the county's ability to provide consistently high services to our diverse communities in spite of the serious economic conditions we faced. We did this while we also closed $3 billion in budgetary gaps over the last 9 years. And just more recently, we closed an additional $54 million gap in our FY 2015 budget, all while protecting essential services. We have protected our AAA bond rating, which keeps our borrowing costs down to advance critical capital projects. But I want you to hear what Wall Street has said about Montgomery County. Keep in mind, this is a county of well over 1 million residents, a county that is quite diverse, a county that is faced as its proximity to the federal government, federal closures, sequestrations, and a variety of other very difficult factors. Here's what Fitch said about Montgomery County. Montgomery County has a sophisticated management team that uses conservative budgeting and has established debt and reserve policies that have resulted in healthy reserves and liquidity levels. They added, Montgomery County continues to exhibit a very impressive economic profile. Moody's said, the AAA bond rating reflects the county's sizable, strong, and diverse tax base, affluent demographics, and management debt burden. Moody's also said the rating also incorporates the county's healthy reserve position, which has grown in recent years as a result of the implementation of various new fiscal policies and a multi-year plan to restore the county's financial flexibility. They also noted that several large projects are underway in the county that would add further to our tax base and job base, including a substantial amount of investment, $1.5 billion in building construction in FY 2015. Standard & Poor's said, and they also took this similar view, that the stable outlook reflects our view of Montgomery County's very strong local economy and its demonstrated resilience to economic pressure, due in large part to its very strong management condition. While the bond rating is a good indicator of our economic health, it is not the only one. Let me reflect here on this bond rating because it is important. It is not something that I've done alone. It is not something that the executive branch has done alone. But it is something that our team, our partners working together have helped the county council. But more importantly, the credit due to our outstanding economic team here in Montgomery County, led by Tim Feinstein, which is one of the nation's best public policy financial advisors and managers. Our Treasury Department, led by Joe Beach, Office of Management Budget by Jennifer Hughes, and a host of other people. This is significant for a county of this size. Our economic health has grown in many ways. We've maintained an unemployment rate of 4%, lower than the state as a whole, and one of the lowest of any jurisdiction in the entire state. But the pressure on us continues to increase. Our schools are growing by nearly 3,000 students every year. As a result of the U.S. Supreme Court ruling, the Wynn case will cost us at least $115 million for past taxpayers and probably $15 to $20 million going forward. These reasons make it even more important to expand our tax base even further and to grow our economy and jobs to meet our community's need and protect our quality of life. So today, I am pleased to give you an update on our progress thus far. First, as you know, I propose to realign our economic development and workforce systems, placing more responsibility in the hands of the private sector. Thanks to the strong support from the community, the county council, and many others, we now have a new Montgomery County Economic Development Corporation with an 11-member board headed by Chair Bob Buchanan. We also have a new Workforce Development Board to set policies for Montgomery County's workforce system, headed by Mike Sullivan, and a new nonprofit WorkSource Montgomery to implement the policies. That board will be headed by Donna Cooper of PEPCO. Second, our Move Build program to help small businesses fill office space has attracted 26 new businesses to the county and added 187 jobs, with a projection of 343 new jobs over the next few years. Collectively, these companies fill over 100,000 square feet of office space. That's essentially the entire space of the county office building. Third, MC Square, our program to foster the startup innovation culture with support from the county, has launched its first accelerator, Relevant Health. We've also started a venture mentoring services in partnership with the Tech Council of Maryland. And we're now continuing our partnership much stronger with 1776, the leading startup incubator and seed funder to test and deploy technologies that serve the public needs. Later, you'll see a new video on the entrepreneurship called Choose Montgomery that features our successful entrepreneurs that are making the difference in our community and around the world. Fourth, we wanted to streamline our development processes. To that end, we hired Mike Smith as our new development ombudsman to help usher through the development project, many projects that many had claimed that were slow in the process. Under our new development permitting systems, I promised a 30-day initial review of electronically submitted plans. I'm here to announce today that we started it sooner than expected, and we are now completing initial plans, both electronically and on paper, in 19 days. That's really significant. Also, as part of that process, I'm unveiling today a new development database that would allow the public to see projects as they are proposed and moved through our system and get quick overview, including photographs and contact information as well. Fifth, I recognized that we needed to upgrade our attention and to look very carefully at our network infrastructure. So we created Ultra Montgomery to foster the growth of ultra-fast gigabit networks. We've used public-private partnerships to connect business, academic, and federal institutions along major transportation corridors and smart growth communities through the new advanced network. We've worked with the private sector to deploy at the Silver Spring Innovation Center a 1 gigabyte per second broadband without wires. This is a very big deal, and more is promised. Finally, I remain committed to serving the future transportation needs of our country through a rapid transit system, because much of what I've just described depends upon our ability to ensure that we have the transportation to deploy. That is why I reconstituted our Transportation Task Force to take a new look at the issue. I've received their recommendations and have directed our Department of Transportation to outline for me the plans of how we will start. And we will not start with an overall comprehensive plan from A to Z, but we will initiate in the very near future segments of this plan that will allow us to move forward. These initiatives are only a start because the nature of the work means a lot. Plans and programs must continue to evolve to adapt to the changing market conditions and meet our community needs. But we are making progress, and we will continue to make progress with the help and the support of all of the people that have been such an integral part of this project.
I'd like to introduce other members of our officer crowd with the new organization. Our video screen star, Ola Sage, who many of you just saw, Robbie Brewer, and Sanjay Ray. And these are the new officers, along with me, for this bold new initiative that really sends a strong signal not just to the county but to the region about how proactive Montgomery is to work with this new economy that we have, to come up with new ways of reaching out, to develop those great assets, to do the partnering. Much like the business community that we all come from, there are many innovative ways that we think we can help bring to the county process. But like all good public-private partnerships, if we're successful, it's because we brought out the best in one another. So we look forward to the task. It's great to be able to get to work. The process was long, but now it's our turn to do our thing, and we very much appreciate the opportunity. It's a little daunting, but I think we're up to it. Thank you, sir.
This is really a big day, and frankly, these actions are game changers for Montgomery County. The state of the Montgomery County economy has really risen to the top and is at the top of our list of priorities, and these kinds of actions reflect our commitment to keeping our economy strong and growing it very successfully. I just want to do a few shout-outs. Ike referred to some of the comments that the rating agencies have made about us, which supports our bond rating and establishes us as a national leader. And some of the things they pointed to as well, they've given a great nod of approval to the work we've all done on our master plans, projecting and providing for future growth areas in the county, trying to be nimble, trying to find new ways to support our burgeoning high-tech and biohealth environment. I want to point to our chair of the planning board, Casey Anderson here, who's been a great supporter and a great leader in all that.
The assumption that there is less of an opportunity availability in Montgomery County for projects and where they could be located. For example, now there's a great deal of discussion around the county about location in places where there is transit, the lifestyle that many young people want today. And we can show by the database that there are great opportunities around. And we can identify those without people ever even coming to Montgomery County to look at them first, because they could use the technology to make that determination. We're able to do so. On workforce, it is a challenge because, as you know, we have a wonderful school system here, wonderful colleges. We want to make sure that we retain the people that we are training, but we want to train them for the jobs that are relevant for the future and train them for the jobs which our employers are looking to fill now and in the foreseeable future. By realigning all of this together much more closely with the private sector, I think that we can provide the training, we can provide the education that they need, and ensure that we have the workforce to respond to this changing economy. Keep in mind that a great part of what we've had in the past in this area has been a great reliance upon the federal government. And as you know, the federal government's jobs have not grown as rapidly as we would like to see, and therefore we must change in order to ensure that we have the jobs in the private sector and the people trained and well for those.
Hey, mister, down here. You illegally passed the stop school bus. I'm placing you in timeout, and this timeout means big fines, plus you really could have hurt somebody. That's why school buses are being equipped with video cameras to help kids like me stay safe, so respect the bus.